Day 96. The pain of the last episode. The last day sucked. From then on, all of the school facilities ceased to function. It was as if Last Defense Academy itself had died. No good. Nothing's working anywhere. Same with the cafeteria. The refrigerator, the ration-o-matic aren't powering on. We still have non-perishables, though, so we should be fine for a while. What the heck happened? So, I was thinking off stream, it seems like the Undying Flames were what were powering the whole school. And because that got cut off, the school lost all power. So we haven't looked outside yet, but probably, like, obviously the Undying Flame Wall is going to be gone as well. But what does this mean for us? Are we just like no connections anymore? Like we're just left here, and on day 100 comes, and we're like we just have nothing we can do. Like there's no ending. There's some enemies apparently still out there, but like the Undying Flames are gone. There's nothing for them to come here anymore. It's like what are we gonna do? The Undying Flames in the defense room were probably the power source for the rest of the school.
Ah.
Once Ato offered the person who was making them, all the other functions must have stopped too. Then what are we supposed to do now? We're in the middle of nowhere with nothing to sustain us. Hey, speaking of nothing, has anyone taken a peek outside? It's seriously a depressing sight. When I looked out the window, I saw something I didn't think was possible. The wall of Undying Flames that surrounded the school had gone out. The only thing out there now was this endless city ruins. The wall of fire is gone too. I guess that is what it always looked like out here, but it feels strange. Really how it ends. Did we really lose to the invaders? If we'd just seen through that traitor's true nature sooner. Could never have done that. Nobody even imagined there was someone sabotaging us behind the scenes. What about the invaders' all-out attack? Is that still happening? I wonder. Our mission has already failed after all. At the very least, the enemy no longer has any reason to attack this place as desperately as they did before. Except to come finish us all off. I don't want to fight anymore. I'm done fighting. I thought it was pretty fun. Although it wasn't the kind of killing game I was hoping for. Are we sure no one's sending someone to get us? They've really abandoned us? Why would they rescue people they see as disposable? I'm far too noble and important to be just thrown away. Someday, the Osasuke family will crush all of humanity. Knock it off. You sound like Ato. So what do we do now? Now what? There's nothing left to do here. There's no reason to leave either. Are we going to stay till day 100 at least? I think so. There's nowhere else for a roach-headed, sunken-faced freak like me to go. We played the game this far. It wouldn't hurt to see the ending on the final day, right? Darumi, stop breaking the fourth wall, please. We have nothing to do, nowhere to be, and nowhere to go. Feeling it all over again. Total loss of everything I hold dear. Day 97. When I woke up the next day, I couldn't mold myself to get out of bed. Emptiness, helplessness, those emotions still overwhelm me. Losing Karawa and Nozomi, and being betrayed by Eito. I had nothing, not a place to return to, nor anything I could do about any of this. In the end, I couldn't do anything. I whispered listlessly and let my body sink into the bed. And it kept sinking deeper and deeper. Day 98. It was even morning when suddenly it happened. What? My body. I didn't know what was causing it, but something abnormal was happening to my body. It wasn't just heavy. Throughout my whole body, I felt warm. No, hot. Abnormally hot. Far beyond anything like a regular fever. Don't tell me I have rejection symptoms. Had the cryptoglobin rejection that plagued Nozomi finally come for me? Maybe this is what I deserved. I was being punished for being unable to do anything for the baby in the defense room. Punishment for being unable to even trust him, let alone protect him. As I moaned from the intense heat running through my body, I finally stopped resisting it. Soon I lost consciousness as if the heat was swallowing me whole. How much time passed after that? Minutes? Hours? Longer still? I couldn't say. I lost all sense of time. The vicious heat assaulting my body didn't subside. It only grew in intensity. The heat woke me up from my sleep. It was so hot, it felt like I was being burned from the inside out. What is this? I'm burning up. It's like my body is on fire. It's not rejection, is it? It feels like something more. Oh my. Immediately, my vision filled with flames. Fire erupted from my very body. Not just any flames. They were undying flames. I was enveloped in undying flames. They were emanating from inside me. Let out a scream, and something even stranger happened. The flames that filled my vision pulled away from me. They became a ball-like mass, and began to rise in front of me before forming into another shape. It's him! Hey, bro. And just like that, the boy made of undying flames was there.
You? How are you?
How am I still alive? Unfortunately, I'm not. My real body is long dead, killed by Eito.
Then, what is this?
The last of my consciousness, remaining in the cryptoglobin. Something like an echo. That's all I am now.
An echo?
I don't understand it myself. The power of cryptoglobin is truly mysterious. But I'm glad this has happened. I really wanted to talk to you one last time.
I'm curious. It's curious to me too, but I don't have any strong feelings about being killed. Strange, isn't it? To feel nothing about your own death. I'm not even sure that I was ever truly alive in the first place. What do you mean? Not only do I not have a name, But I don't know anything about my origins either. Nothing about my mother or father, or the place or date I was born. Nothing at all?
Huh?
What did my real body look like to you? A newborn baby? You didn't just look like one. You clearly were one.
Oh.
But several years have passed since I was born. I'm about the same age as the rest of you. What? As a trade-off for the overwhelming power I was born with, my body was incapable of growing physically. I was unable to endure the sheer might of my cryptoglobin. The all too great price to pay for the benefits of this mutation. It's ironic, isn't it? My cryptoglobin is practically all-powerful, but my body was incapable of sustaining itself. Please, even if you can't tell me everything, tell me what you know. What is cryptoglobin? I don't know. Even I'm not sure what the power really is. So you've been left in the dark too. I only learned that the enemy had the same power when I arrived here. I still don't know why that is either. So in the end, not a soul was told anything. Was that to prevent information from leaking to the enemy? Or because we were destined to die here no matter what we did? Because of that body, I never got to experience having friends. I couldn't risk letting anyone close to me, not when I could have lost control over my power at any moment. Siri was the one person I ever spoke to. He looked after me ever since I was young. Really? Him? Yes, he raised me, if only as a weapon. It was my destiny to live and die here at the Last Defense Academy, to use this power to eradicate the invaders. Are you okay with that? It doesn't matter. With my body the way it was, I was in no position to resist. I had to cooperate with the mission in order to live. Well, I call it cooperating, but I was just having my power constantly drained from me. Maybe you pity me, but I've long since accepted my existence as a weapon. I never once considered what it was I personally wanted to do. Not until I heard about all of you. Huh? Z-Ray told me on the first day when he brought me here. He said a group of boys and girls my age had been brought here as a special defense unit to protect me. Once I heard that, I felt happy for some reason. It was my first real emotion. I was so curious, I wanted to get a look at you. So I created an avatar with my cryptoglobin. Behind Siri's back, of course. If he found out, he would have scolded me for wasting my power. And then you found me. Yes, you mistook me for an invader and began to panic. I see. I'm sorry. No, I realized it was a natural response, considering my appearance and inability to communicate. Besides, the situation was what it was. After that, I thought I should stop creating avatars. The series suddenly stopped coming to see me, so I was more curious about what was happening with all of you. I decided to check in on things in its form again, all while trying to stay out of sight. I only appeared in front of you on urgent occasions, where there's something I really needed to tell you. Now that you mention it, whenever we were in a bind, you were always there. You must have realized we were in trouble and tried to warn me. From your point of view, I must have been a strange being, but I started to feel an affinity for all of you. I started to want to fight alongside all of you, as a friend. As a friend? All of this was very strange to me, as well. I had no idea where these feelings were coming from. I envied you. Envied us? The people who are constantly bickering and never sticking together. True as that may be, the sight of all of you working so hard to stay alive was beautiful to someone living with no meaning, like me.
Hey!
But in the end, it was all for nothing. We failed. It's easy to blame it all on Ato's betrayal, but I'm sure that wasn't the only cause. We were sloppy from the start, about fighting, about protecting each other. I stayed in the same state of mind when I got dragged into this, fighting without any resolve or conviction. And as a result, I lost everything. My comrades, and someone very dear to me.
Huh?
So you have regrets? You bet I do. I'm full of regret. I just can't stop thinking about it. Wondering if I could have done more. Can we go back in time with this power? Do we have enough power we can go back in time? I just am better. Maybe I could have saved Nozomi, saved Karua. I know regret won't undo anything, but I can't get it out of my mind. Even Ato was able to do all this because of me. Do you want to redo the past? Huh? The reason I came to you this final time was to talk about exactly that. This is the last message I'll give you, and it's the most important of all. What do you want to tell me? When I was killed by Ato, all of my cryptoglobin was incorporated into him. I watched your battle from inside him, and I noticed something. A strange occurrence with Ato's specialist skill. Really? What happened to it? After absorbing my cryptoglobin, Ato's specialist skill underwent, I suppose you could call it an evolution. It sure seemed that way when we were fighting him. It must be the effect of my cryptoglobin. It seemed to stimulate the power that was already inside of him. And now, by way of Ato, the cryptoglobin resides in you. Your special skill, which allows you to redo things, should have evolved to its highest level. If you used that power, you would be able to return further back in time than before. All the way back to the beginning of this 100-day period, in fact. Oh. So are we not getting an ending yet? Back to the beginning? No, please. No, don't make me live another 100 days of this. You're telling me I could do all the 100 days all over again? I think you have the power to do so now. I can feel it from inside you. Is this for real? Can I really go back and redo it? Redo all of it? Naturally, you'd be the only one going back. You have to part ways with everyone. Now what would happen to the others? Would they all keep living here in this timeline? I'm not sure. They may continue to exist as part of a parallel world, or they might vanish the moment you redo things. I can't tell you anything for certain. There's no telling how returning to the past might affect other things, either. What do you mean? The flow of time is by nature one of absolute truths of the world. There is no way that flow can be reversed. Breaking that rule and warping time to your own ends is bound to have consequences. Something unexpected might happen in the world you return to. It may have unfathomable effects on your cryptoglobin. Even on the cryptoglobin? Nothing would be out of the realm of possibility. You'd be using your power to violate the very laws of the universe. At any rate, redoing the past will come with risks, at the very least. And it will also mean that you'll have to fight all of your battles again. So you'll have to fight this cruel war all over again from the start. The outcomes may not necessarily be positive, in fact. It could be even worse than it has now. But if you're plagued with regret, if you wish to reclaim what you've lost, so you ought to try using that power to try to redo the past.
It's your decision to make. You should choose what you think is the correct path. You should press forward and trust in your decision.
Yep, here we go. Get all the saves in. Even if I die, I want to press forward and trust in my decision. Trust in my decision. That's all I wanted to say. I'm glad I finally got the chance to tell you. What happens to you now? I believe I will simply vanish. Or rather, I've already vanished. The fact that I'm here in this way is one more miracle brought about by Cryptogloom. So now I'm going to disappear for good, like I always should have. Do tell me one last thing before you go. You were nameless. You had no roots. You were incapable of living on your own. Treated like a weapon and then killed.
Hey!
Do you want to relive that life? I wonder. Maybe it's not worth reliving, but I am what I am, so I don't think anything will ever change. But if I could, there is something I would like to do. What's that?
Next time, I want to befriend all of you. I want to argue with you and fight with you. And until the moment I die, I want to do everything I can to live.
Leaving those words behind, the flames slowly covering the ghostly boy vanish. There's no announcements playing anymore. I woke up on day 99 in an eerie silence. I hadn't moved from my bed. Couldn't get the conversation from last night out of my head. I can redo the past. I'm the only one who can do it. I don't know what will happen to the others. And I have no idea what will be affected or how things will change as a result of going back. And above all, if I redo the past, I'd have to fight for 100 days all over again. Wonder how everyone else is doing. I'm a little curious. Maybe I'll go check on them. They're all spread out across the school. We'll start on the first floor. Hey, Kyoshka. Are we truly going to rot away along with Earth? Will we ever see anyone from the complex again? Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Kyoshka? Would you do it all over again? If I could redo it? By all means, I'd do it all over again. We'd be certain to win against the invaders the second time around. But even if we win, we still die, correct? Then maybe it's better this way.
No! 'Tis better better to die a warrior rather than live meaninglessly. Isn't it? I don't know anymore.
I mean, it is a true line. It is better to die a warrior than to live meaninglessly. That is a very accurate quote. She's actually saying something competent for once. All right, Carrara, what do you got to say? No need to make traps anymore. Hey, why do things have to end so miserably for me? Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Kurara? Would you do it all over again? Huh? What kind of juvenile question is that? But if I could, I'd turn it all around. We'd win our fights and we'd survive without a single casualty.
In the name of the Osuzuki family, I'd forcibly wrench a happy ending out of the hands of fate.
Now, thinking about this, because our goal, like, essentially what we're going to try to do is we're going to turn back time, and if we make the right decisions at the right times, I think we can save everyone. Like, we could probably get to Second to Last Defense Academy and help them out before Moko is taken. Get all of them to Last Defense Academy, and then we have all our fighting force together. We can also save Hiroko from being killed by Eito. We can save Sirei from being killed. We could save everyone and just have everyone alive. That's going to be so cool, right? What's going to happen to us? We managed to survive up to this point, but what do we do now? I mean, Ichigo, like, all we have to do is, like, the night Hiroko dies, we stop that from happening. Like, we're like, hey, lock your door. Lock your door, girl. Because clearly she didn't lock her door because she was killed in her room while she was asleep. So we got that. The night Sirei is attacked and killed, we like go to the gym around that time. We find them training. Eito can't kill him at that point. So we can do that. We can go to Second to Last Defense Academy early. Like, we'll know it exists. Go there early. Probably get there the time, like, the invaders are attacking where Moko gets taken. Help them defeat it then they don't lose Moko at all. We can figure this out, right? Is nobody gonna come for us? Am I ever gonna see my family again? Do I have to just stay here until Earth is destroyed? Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Tsubasa? Would you do it all over again? If it meant I could see my family again, I'd want to do it all over.
But if we're doomed to die, even if we win in the end, I'm done. I don't want to fight anymore.
Even if we're doomed in the end. All of their responses are hitting so hard that everyone would want to do this again. I wonder if any of them would say no. I don't think anybody will say no. In a sense, this is a happy ending because we managed to live. But on the other hand, it's a bad ending because we've lost the war. But what kind of ending is this ultimately? Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Yagamu? Would you do it all over again? Seriously? What an adorable question.
Ah.
I think I'd refrain. I doubt any good would come out of a redo, so he's not down for it. He doesn't think redoing 100 days would change anything. Because, like, to a degree, like, most people, like, in situations, like, if you could turn back time, like, you might not retain your knowledge of what had happened. So you wouldn't know what changes to make, and you just end up repeating the cycle.
It's more likely our time here was fated to end up this way from the start.
Well, yeah, it seems like a Gigamu, because that's how this game seems to operate. We can't do anything about... We can't... So... Because, like, I've been wondering for a while, I was like... It's set... Like, I was always wondering, like, when do we get to the branching path? Because very clearly, like, this story was set in stone, is what it felt like. There was no decisions. There was nothing we could do to change the endings. But now it's starting to make sense because we can turn back time, and that's where we can make our decisions. So the first part of the story is set. It's like, hey, this is how the story goes. But now you have a chance to go back knowing everything about the game. And you can go back and you can make decisions that will alter the ending. Very interesting. I can see why this game took like 8 years to make. So we got 3 pro and 1 against so far. You're Shoma. I know I would have been better off dead anyway. I really wish I could have been more useful somehow. Then Leo could have been proud of me, but I wasn't able to make even that happen. Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Shoma? Would you do it all over again? I wonder, someone like me would probably end up with the same pathetic outcome as this time. A waste of space is still a waste of space, no matter how many times he does something.
Sorry for my devastatingly
So
boring
Shoma's
answer.
not for it either.
I can hardly think anymore.
Tomorrow's day 100. Can't believe we're gonna reach day 100 with everyone so dang miserable. Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Takamaru? Would you do it all over again? Huh? What you say? You kidding? Of course I'd do it all over again. And this time, I'd beat the supreme jerk-face in Eto with a bloody pole.
But I can't do shit. So it's all just empty words at this point.
He's like, I can't do anything, but this is just empty words. That is a very Takamaru answer. So we're 4-2, with 3 more people to go. Hey, is anyone gonna come from the artificial satellite and save us? Are they really just gonna leave us here to die? What are we supposed to do now? There might still be invaders out there too. Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Gaku? Would you do it all over again? Huh? Why would I fight again? Who would ever want that? Oh, but if I did it again, maybe we could have negotiated with Syria and got him to let us live. Okay, so Gaku is mixed. Like, he doesn't want to do it again, but if he did do it again, he would try to get through Syria to not kill them. No sense in thinking about this. That's like it's possible anyway.
My whole life's nothing but rotten luck. I want to redo my whole existence.
I'm saving Kako for last. Because I know exactly what Kako's going to say. Kako is going to be 100% yes, I want to go back and save Ima. Guarantee. Since all the machines have stopped functioning, I can actually die now if I want to. Maybe I should just die. I don't want to fight the rest of the invaders. Oh, I know. Let's all just kill each other. And I'll outbrawl until one of us is left. Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you redo these 100 days, what would you do, Darumi? Would you do it all over again? Nah, sounds like too much effort. I don't really want a happy ending anyway.
This ending's more fitting for someone like me. One where everything is perfectly unsatisfying.
All these answers are just very in their character, and we all know what Kako's about to say. Kako is going to be a yes, I want to go back and save Ima. What am I supposed to do now? Just wait here for the Earth to be destroyed? Hey, hypothetically speaking, and I already know what you're going to say. If you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Kako? Would you do it all over again? Huh? If I could redo it? I would. I'd do it all over again. I'd make sure to protect Ima and everyone else. Even if our only choice is to die in the end, I'd still want to die alongside my dear brother.
But I know that's not possible. He's already dead.
I guess I've talked to everybody now. Should probably head back to my room. Even after I got back to my room, I kept agonizing over the same thoughts as usual. Time went by as I ruminated. Before I knew it, night had fallen. This is supposed to be my last night at Last Defense Academy. Not that it really matters now. Day 100. The day we've been striving for is coming tomorrow. But this ending is a far cry from what any of us hoped for. I fought here in order to see the person dearest to me once again. To go back to Karua. But my Karua is dead. For some reason, she showed up as Nozumi Kirifuji, and she died in my arms. From the moment she died, I've been full of regret. Regret that I couldn't save her. I feel the same about Ima and Hiroko, and about not seeing Eto's betrayal coming. I regret everything. And it's not only regret that plagues me, it's also frustration. There's still so much I don't understand.
I know I met you before.
Huh?
Even though we talked about so many things, how did I forget?
What are you saying?
That's right. You're Taki from back then, right?
Why did Karua show up here as Nozumi Kirifuji? Why did she forget who she was? What in the world happened to her? And then there's Eto's final words to me.
Right. That's what you think the truth is. You've got it all wrong, though.
Am I okay not knowing? Is it really okay for things to end like this? If I go back to the past, I'll have to fight 100 days all over again. Will I fight again? Will I go to war again? Is that the correct path for me to take? I spent my 99th night at the academy turning the same thoughts over and over in my head. And then... Day 100. We finally made it to day 100. The day the Undying Flames were originally meant to rain down on the planet. The day we'd put a stop to world deaths by burning all of the invaders to ash, taking them with us. The day all of humanity up on the satellite had been waiting for. But now...
Ah.
Wait, the doorbell still works? Isn't that electronic? As I opened a door, a panicked voice greeted me. Takumi, something crazy's happening. Come right away. What is it? What happened? Just get to the war room. Everyone's already there. After that one-sided conversation, Tsubasa ran off. What was all that about? It couldn't be the invaders, could it? Did they come for their final all-out attack? They're here. What should we do? Fight them? Do we even have a reason to keep fighting anymore? I guess we're meeting in the war room to discuss it. I'd better hurry. Hello? Huh? There's power.
Ah.
Why is this the only place with power? Did you fix it, Tsubasa? No, it wasn't me. Also, Kurara does not have Tomato Head on. This morning, I was walking around the school and noticed the lights had come back on in here. It was only in this room, though. Everything else is still out of power. That why you brought us here? That's right. I called everyone here after I heard the news from Kako.
Hey!
He scared the crap out of me. I was convinced the invaders were attacking. I took a look outside, but there were no signs of any enemies approaching. Is the final attack not happening anymore? From the invaders' perspective, there isn't much reason to attack this place anymore. If they had the guts, they'd come after us. But I guess it's what you'd expect from the minions after their big boss is dead. But why is there suddenly power in this room? The Undying Flames were powering the rest of the school. Maybe this place had a backup power source? So it just automatically went live? Why now? By the way, has anyone seen Lady Kurara? I wonder what's happened with her. Kyoshika, really? I'm over here. But don't look, it's embarrassing. What happened to your mask? My doorbell rang so suddenly. I was in a hurry to leave, then I stepped on my mask and tore it. I was right in the middle of fixing it. Don't look, any of you. It just makes me want to stare harder. I love teasing cute girls.
Huh?
Stop it, Darumi. This isn't the time for that. Then something new happened. Strange music suddenly started blasting from the speakers. What the? I think I know what this is. Listen to the music they play for the graduation ceremonies and stuff. I've never been to a graduation, though. My teachers hated me, so I didn't get invited. That's not their call. But why the heck is it? An announcement echoed throughout the school, cutting off Takamaru's question.
The most important moment of this operation will soon begin.
Huh?
Lost Defense Academy will now transition to attack mode.
Huh? Attack mode? What is going on? What is exactly about to begin? Wait, be quiet. Do you hear that? Huh? What are you? We strained our ears to listen for any sounds around us. Sure enough. He's right. I hear something. It's mechanical. Something is running somewhere. Something is running?
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 600 seconds. Special Defense Unit members, please evacuate to the schoolyard immediately.
Evacuate.
Repeat. An omnidirectional attack will launch in 590 seconds. Special Defense Unit members, please evacuate to the schoolyard immediately.
Evacuate? Why? It's telling us to go to the schoolyard. What do we do now? Obviously, we gotta go. Let's go find out what the heck's going on. I guess it's better than staying here and rotting. I didn't want any sunlight today. But seriously, this is seriously depressing. Bewildered, we all started to run to the schoolyard. I'll be right behind you. I just have to fix my mask. Alright, but hurry. Here we are in the schoolyard, and I don't see nothing different about it. Is there something here? The announcement said something about an attack mode, but I don't... Oh, everyone, look over there. Sebastian pointed to the top of the school building. We all looked up. Oh. There were several huge missile turrets jutting out of the roof.
Whoa! What are those?
Turrets, it seems. For the missiles. Is this what it meant by attack mode?
Also, wait a minute. There's a lot more rooms on the roof than what we thought. There's like double the rooms. It's like we only ever saw the right side. Because that's the 15 rooms we were using. There's 16 more rooms on the other side. What the heck? Was that possible to get to?
Was the plan to firebomb the entire planet using those turrets?
With the missiles filled with undying flames.
Huh?
They're gonna launch all the missiles from there and wipe out the invaders on Earth, huh? They look so sinister. And nothing's gonna happen now, is it? Those things don't work anymore, right? In theory, there's no more undying flames to fill them with, after all. Just then, the announcement rang out all around us again.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 400 seconds. Leading up to the omnidirectional attack, all defenses will be rerouted to the intercept system.
The intercept system.
Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
Escape pod?
Repeat.
So there is a way out, huh?
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 390 seconds. Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately. An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily.
Escape pod?
Please the target
Is that for getting us out of here?
The escape pod. Repeat. An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily.
I don't know if I trust this. Real quick, just to be sure. Every save slot is this moment, because I do not trust what's about to happen. Does this mean if we board this escape pod, we can get to the artificial satellite? Huh? Then we're actually get to go home from the very start? They had to wait for us out. To get out, we weren't going to be abandoned. Hey, what is that? What's happening?
Huh.
Lady Kuraura, you managed to fix your mask. Enough about my mask, you dullard. What the heck is going on? What is that thing? An escape pod, apparently. Looks like we can use it to get to the artificial satellite. We don't have to stay here. Freaking sweet. We're gonna get our happy ending after all. What's so happy about it, Drag Boy? If we'd have known this was coming, we'd never have agreed to the enemy's proposal. What were Nozomi and Ima's sacrifices for? She's right. The whole tragedy happened because we wanted to escape. If we just trusted in humanity and fought until the end, like Nozomi said, then maybe the mission would have been a success and we wouldn't have lost her. We dug our own graves. We could have had a happy ending all along. We messed it up. Kuraura's right. We should have believed Nozomi. We made the wrong choice, and this is what we get for it. We screwed ourselves over with our own decisions. But when you think about it, aren't the people in the satellite to blame for keeping us in the dark? If they just told us about the escape pod from the start, this never would have happened. Yeah, got a point. Maybe they had some reason they couldn't contact us, even if they wanted to. Who cares about any of that anymore? I don't care whose fault it is. We made the wrong call. That's why Nozomi and Ima are dead. What a tragic end to our tale. I wish I could do it all over again. Huh? If we could go back in time and do it all over again, we wouldn't have made the same mistake. We could do it, right? We could get our happy ending. Whoever developed the game of life is a real scumbag for not giving us any retries. Takumi's like, well, about that. We could redo things. We could go back to the past. We stood there in silence until eventually.
60 seconds until the omnidirectional attack. Commencing countdown.
Hey, we only got 60 seconds left. Not like we got any reason to rush. Nothing's gonna happen.
30 seconds remaining.
We stood there in silence listening to the countdown ring out.
20 seconds remaining.
This countdown represents the future that we were unable to reach. The moment the world was meant to end. The moment a new world was meant to begin.
10 seconds remaining.
Long, arduous battle we'd fought in order to reach that future.
5 seconds remaining.
It was all meaningless in the end.
3, 2, 1.
The war ended, not with a bang, but with a whimper.
Error. A catastrophic error has occurred in the system. Unable to execute omnidirectional attack. Error. A catastrophic error has occurred in the system. Unable to execute omnidirectional attack.
Nothing happened. The mission really has failed now. This is all our fault. I'm a disgrace to the Suzuki name. What do we do now? What else? The only option is to hop on the escape pod and head to the artificial satellite. That's right. There's nothing left here except the invaders. No point in sticking around. Guess Earth is gonna get destroyed by world deaths eventually. I wanna fly the rocket. The last one never even left the ground. How can we possibly face everybody on the satellite? They're going to be mad, aren't they? Will they forgive us? Let's up our heads and ask for forgiveness. Let's rub our faces on the floor until we're all scraped up. But we tried, right? We risked our lives to fight for them. Doesn't mean a dang thing if we didn't produce any results. I absentmindedly listened to what everyone had to say. Nothing we lost would ever return. There was nothing we could do anymore. Is this really the ending we want? It's time to give my answer. It's time to choose the right path for me. I get to decide. I have to press forward and trust in my decision. And in order to make that happen, here we go. Decide your destiny. Return to the past. Now, I know the game wants us to hit yes, but I want to see the base ending. The do nothing ending. It's your future. Is this okay? Can it really let things end this way? No, it can't end like this. I don't want it to. The game's like, no, you will go to the past. You will keep playing our game. It's just a check mark on no. They're like, you click this. You're good. Hit yes now. Go ahead and hit yes.
I can't let things end like this.
Huh? You saying something, Takumi? Can't let things end like end with all these regrets. I can't go into the future like this. I want a do-over. Takumi?
Hey!
Guys, I might be able to save us. All of us here. All of the people on our artificial satellite. Even our friends who've died. What? What's going on?
Hey!
Everyone, I need you to hear me out. Determined, I began to explain what had happened to me. About my body feeling the effects of absorbing cryptoglobin from the Undying Flames boy. And what it was I was about to attempt. I told them everything. You mean freaking time travel? After the past, I can hardly believe it. Is cryptoglobin really that powerful?
Huh?
Flying on the wings of time would be a truly epoch-defining event. Who's ever heard of a killing game where they let you go back in time? Oh wait, there's actually a ton of them. If I could turn back time. So you're saying you've considered using that power to go back in time? Yes, I want a do-over. I'll do whatever it takes to get back what we've lost. I'm going to use cryptoglobin and go back in time to change our outcome. But you're the only one who can go back, right? We really can't go with you? I want to help Ema too. I'm sorry, that won't be possible. So basically, you're the one who gets to leave the present where everything's gone to crap. You're gonna abandon us failures and do it all over again by yourself, huh? But if Takumi goes to the past and saves us, history will change and we'll be saved too, right? I guess it all depends on how the effects play out. The present might change the present might change the moment the past has changed, or all history could branch off and this present would never change at all. Ultimately, both outcomes are just armchair theories, so we'll never really know unless Takumi tries. Both of them sound pretty cool to me. If the writer's any good, they can make any outcome interesting. Part of me wants to go through and count every time she has broken the fourth wall. But I have a feeling that number is going to be in the thousands and take forever to track. So, no. So there's no knowing what will happen to us here, including whether anything will change or not. I'm still confused. Can anyone explain it using manga as a reference? Well... I mean, Inuyasha to a degree, because Kagome does technically time travel. But come on, Kyoshika, come on. Have you ever read The Once Little Blue Robot Cat?
Oh.
The one thing we know for sure is that Takumi is the only one who can redo the past. That's not fair. He was the only one who gets to feel better. Basically, it means you're gonna abandon us. Knowing that, are you still gonna do it? Even if you gotta discard people you fought besides? Bro, we're gonna fight beside you again. We're going back in time to before we all met, but like we'll still get to know you guys and we'll still fight beside your side. Shouldn't you maybe rethink this? There's no reason to subject yourself to this war all over again. Just forget about it and come to the satellite with us. We can all live a nice, quiet life up there. Give it to us straight, Takumi. If I don't like your answer, I can't promise you'll be able to control myself. Game. I can't save anymore. I can't save here. I'll just have to reload. I'm gonna hit no again. The game is probably going to insult me for this again. I am hitting no. No. No matter what I might try to tell myself, I can't let it end like this. I don't want it to. I want to do it all over again. Listen to me, player. I want to do it over again. Stop hitting no.
I'm sorry. I have to go back. No matter what. I have to take back what this war took from me.
You're serious, aren't you? Yeah. I'm going back in time. So we won't be going to the artificial satellite together? The person I cared about isn't waiting for me there anyway. I have no reason to go. I'm going to redo everything to get her back. That's why I'm going to fight again. Looks like you ain't gonna listen to anything we have to say. In that case, go for it, man. Takamaru and his empty threats. This is oh, Takamaru, never change. If you're that determined, just do what you gotta do. And that means this is goodbye. Sorry, Takamaru. Takumi, you're really gonna go? I wish I could join you. I'm sorry, Kako. Man, I don't get you at all. You gotta be crazy to want to fight again after everything we've been through. All I can say is, good luck. Thank you for spending all the time with a filthbag pig like me. Be well, Takumi. I don't really understand what's going on, but I bid you a farewell, Sir Takumi. Godspeed. May you be victorious. This doesn't mean I forgive you. In fact, I'll hold this against you until you die. But if you're gonna do this, make sure you do it right. Don't let Nezumi die this time. Of course. Bye-bye, Takumi. Yeah, if you find yourself a real killing game, summon me into that timeline isekai style.
Oh.
Then I guess we should get going. The remainder of humanity is waiting for us on the artificial satellite. Yeah, that's right. Goodbye, Takumi.
Bye, everyone. Take care.
And so, everyone except me stepped into the escape pod. Nobody turned to look back at me or the school. A short while after, all of them had boarded. I hope they can find happiness over there. We may have failed the mission, but they still risked their lives to save humanity. They have the right to live happy lives there from there on. They should be rewarded even. I'm sure they'll be fine. Unlike me, they have people they love waiting for them up there. Takumi just forgetting about his parents. Don't worry about it. And as time goes on, they'll be able to find more people to cherish. I'm sure they'll be able to live happily. It just won't be on Earth. That's all. Now then, I better get going. I don't actually know I'm supposed to go back in time, though. Should I just activate my redo skill?
Nothing left to do but try.
Yeah, so this is the last day, Sonic, and pretty much what has happened is in our last battle, we absorbed some cryptoglobin, and it buffed our specialist skill, which allows us to redo some actions to the point where we can time travel. So our character's decision is to go back to the beginning of the 100 days, redo everything, and get a better ending. That is where we are at. So yeah, I guess I'm halfway done with this game. I guess we got to restart 100 days now. Nothing left to do but try. Oh, there it is. Redo your 100 days.
What the?
Yeah, I believe that would constitute would constitute as ending 1 out of 100.
Takumi, hello? Say something if you're still there. We just got to the artificial satellite and it's awful.
Hey, asshole! Now's not the time for time travel. We just found out the craziest shit. Are you ready for this?
Uh-oh. So something's not good back on the artificial satellite, but we won't know, I guess. Oh boy. The past decides the future. The future decides the past.
Time to do it all over again. One more time. I will return to the past. As far back as the power of the Cryptoglobin will allow me to go. I'll redo everything from that point onward. So I can protect the one I care about the most. I'm sick of being full of regret. I'm going to choose my own future. And I'll fight all over again to make it happen. I'll fight the past with the future in my hands. I get to decide what the future will be now. I'll use my power to choose the ending I want. The past and the future. It all starts now.
Oh. All right. Now the game really begins. We are, I don't know how many hours into the game at this point we are. For like 40-some, 50-some. The game's just now beginning.
Until the moment I die, I'll fight to live. This time, I have to press forward and trust in my decision.
Congrats on beating the tutorial. Exactly. Tutorial is complete. Hey, we reached the credits. Yay, we win. To be continued. To be continued.